Hey everyone, welcome back to more Warhammer 40,000 Gladius, Relics of War. I'm DisturbingPuppet, and we are continuing our Dark Eldar or Drukhari campaign today. So I haven't played this in a few days. I'm just trying to get back to where I was before. So research-wise, we are working on Raider Assault. So when we deploy from the Raider, which is this, we actually had a little bit of a bonus. Not sure exactly how big of a bonus it is, but some extra damage is always nice. And we are working on some various different things, getting these guys up. These guys do have a D-cannon on them, which is kind of nice, but if we move before shooting, we get a big damage penalty, which is unfortunate. It's a very good gun, generally early on. As you can kind of see, we've run into the Adeptus Mechanicus over here. They seem to spread quite a bit, which is interesting because we saw attacking one of the webway gates over here, Tyranids. So I feel like the Tyranids and the Adeptus Mechanicus might be fighting already. They are kind of enforced in this area, but they seem like they were sort of ignoring me earlier and just wandering off. So we've settled 2 cities. We do have some possibility of maybe expanding. I think this is a pretty safe spot to go to. We have to base our cities on the webway gates. So there's one up there, and there's also one down over here, which was protected by some robots earlier, so I might have to go in and force. I had to fight a really big fight against a repair unit and 3 Castellan robots up here to take this city. We have this running now. We are building the ability to get some infantry going up here. We're working on storyline stuff a little bit, not a ton. We'll just kind of see what happens. So down here we've got a loyalty building coming in, which is going to help a bit because our loyalty is pretty crap. Witches are going to help us with our storyline stuff. I don't know how effective they're going to be. We are working on another Raider, which is our transport vehicle, and working on an Archon, who'll be ready in a moment, and then we can head up and grab some gear for him. I don't have enough to get anything great, but if we fight, we get more influence, so we'll kind of see how that goes. A little concerned about the Adeptus Mechanicus over here. We haven't seen any other factions. Let's see what happens. Right, and there's an enslaver running around over there. And he took my guys over. Great. He is attacking my Raider, which is interesting. I didn't expect him really to do that. That was actually quite a bit of damage from those guys. Way more damage than I expected, actually. Those other guys did a ton. Raider Assault increases damage of infantry Drukhari units when they disembark from transports. Millennia of depredations on the mortal plane mean the Drukhari are inhuman, opportunity predators unparalleled in history. This is partly from centuries of experience, partly from evolution, and partly from the adaptation of the homunculi. When they emerge from their skycraft, they fall upon their enemy with like descending eagles. Yeah, we took a ton from these infiltrators. That's nuts. I didn't pick these guys up when I played the Adeptus Mechanicus. Maybe I should, because they did a lot to our armored units there. Taser Goad, 2 penetration, only 1. Yeah, it's odd that they did so much, because we actually have 6 armor here, so I'm a little surprised they did so much. We're going to have to bail out of that situation. And of course, you took my guys over there, which is unfortunate. So I might have to deploy, try to find those enslavers. This is unfortunate because that is a pain. Yeah, let's go see if we can find the enslavers. I've shot a bit. See how much damage you can do to me. 6 is not great. Unfortunately, you're pretty weak, but I need to find those enslavers. Try to kill them. That's not enough. We do have the haywire grenades. It's not going to really do anything to these guys. Okay, can I get you far enough away? Let's get in where I have some cover as well. Just bail on this whole situation because that's pretty bad. I don't know that I can get you close enough to help. Yeah, we can't see anything here. Oh, we got a whole city up here. Okay, I didn't realize they were that close. So the Adeptus Mechanicus, that's not their first city, I don't think. So they are in the area in force, and they've got a city right there. I thought they'd be a little further away. That's a little scary. Okay. I really want to kill these guys off and just get my units back instead of end up fighting them. That would kind of suck. But I don't have much else I can really do. Oh, I can see. Sure, blast them. I'm surprised we can see through the jungle there. I guess we're high enough up in elevation. And we have our Archon. Archon, we guys are so fast. Just run over here. I will go ahead and give him some stuff because we have it. Have a man catcher, sure. Have a shroud, sure. Not that's going to do much. All right. So what do we want? So on these guys, extra damage and influence, we give that as a bonus to one of our other units. So units within range, just one tile, get some extra morale. It's a free action and increase accuracy, and that's a passive. Let's take that. We'll get the damage bonus up a couple steps. Then I don't have enough to get everything I want, but let's at least grab some extra health. So the Zothai Jerkin gives me extra health and double healing rate, and I think I'm just going to grab that. I really like grabbing the extra armor as well if we get to 80, but we'll kind of see from there. Okay, that's about it. So not great. So we do have another raider coming. We're working on the witches. I do need to produce 2 of them. I'd rather get some scourges out because I think it's going to help me against a lot of vehicles and stuff. As far as the city itself goes, we are okay on everything, but food is a bit of an issue. We're now positive on loyalty, just barely. Energy overall is positive. Research isn't great. So we could get a bit more food coming in. That might be worth doing. We've got a little bit of room to grow. This tile is some ore. This tile we've got a spot. That's ore production. We can expand. That's a 30% ore there. Very nice. Yeah, let's just get some food out. Early on, we need the food. Later, we probably won't. And then for research. Succubuses. Might be worth grabbing. It's a hero, actually. Okay. Combat drugs. Increase output of non-headquarters building. Okay. Racks might be nice too. Melee infantry with poisoned weapons. Go up here. What do we have? Combat drugs grant additional melee damage. Hellions. Very mobile melee infantry able to jump across the battlefield. Acquisition radius increase. I feel like with what we have that we're fighting right now, I might want to go racks. Just based on the description. I'm not actually sure, because I haven't played these guys before, how good or bad a lot of these units are. Shouldn't do much damage there. More than I expected, actually. Kill that Enslaver, I'll get my unit back. So that's kind of what we want to do. Okay, nothing came after you. That's good. But we're awfully close. Like, awfully close to that Mechanica city over there. So that'll get my guys back under control. Let's just load up. No, you can't load up. Fine, be that way. Take this ore back. Let's start repairing. I don't know if this is a safe spot because we had a lot of units out here and it's pretty open. So I might want to just head back even further. So yeah, let's get all the way back and we'll start trying to repair up our vehicle. With 60, can I get anything useful? I might be able to get like 1 armor. Yeah, I could get 1 armor for 40. Yeah, sure. Before I go anywhere, we'll just do that. And then let's start moving. Archon is pretty cool. I like the face on the little tattered cloak he's got. And we've got our first witches. So, witches. We can activate the combat drugs on them. Razor Flail. 3 armor penetration. quite a lot of attacks, so 12 attacks, 1 damage each. Might be okay, but they don't seem like they're super resilient with only 2 armor and 12 health. But if they're quick and cheap, we are running a negative food. That is a bit of a problem. We are working on food. Might need to do a bit more. So down here, everybody requires a bunch of food. Witches are 1.5, the Scourges are 2. I do need the Witch for the quest. What do we get when we finish this? Influence, okay. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get more Witches. We're working on food. Nothing else I can do here. We might want to get some food going. I can make some units here now, just because we're running pretty negative, but loyalty is also really bad, which might be impacting that. So food, is there a negative? Yeah, minus 1.4 from loyalty. Do we have a tile with any food production? No. But we could... Oh, actually, we've got 20% there. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Let's just go ahead and go food crazy here. Then I don't want to burn a bunch of the food I have built up. So I think I'm going to hold off building an infantry until we get other food production going. I just don't want to run out. So we'll skip that for now. Try to get my raiders repaired. Somebody's going after the webway gates. It's unfortunate because I can only build cities on those webway gates, but I think this one is probably safe, and this one is probably safe for a bit. Not sure how long. We'll kind of see how it goes. Not sure what we have up here. This might be a good food production place if there's forest around it. But yeah, I'm not super happy seeing a Mechanicus city right here because I really don't have anything to take on cities very well. We've got haywire grenades, but that's about it. Okay, so you're repairing. We could go looking around a little bit. So we can stick to the woods. Alright, so probably they started like up there, maybe. So since they haven't attacked this yet, this might all be water cutting this off. That would be kind of ideal for me. I'm going to just go out to see a little bit more. Okay. Yeah, this has got to be definitely a secondary city. Since we haven't seen anything from this direction, I'm assuming we're probably clear that way. I don't think I have anybody in the cities. No, nobody's hiding in the city itself. Okay, Archon. Let's just go hang out over here for the moment. Alright, yeah, and here we're just kind of waiting. Get some food production online, we'll be okay. Then probably loyalty up here will be the priority. But this city's probably going to be more research, energy, that kind of thing. We do have some food if we go further out, so we could do that as well. Rex. The gnarled hide of the rack is a leathery mass of old scars inured to pain. These adepts of flesh crafting serve wizened masters of the covens and are as much experiments as they are apprentices. They are granted a host of gruesome tools, butchering blades, and arcane bioweapons with which they inflict maximum agony. So they have rack tools, 2 armor penetration, poison, increased damage against infantry, and monstrous creatures. Not really what I need, necessarily. I was hoping for a weapon that's a bit more for anti-vehicle. Can we get to anything? It's a Kronos. Monstrous creature. Infantry. Like special infantry. The infantry armor would be nice. Combat drugs get additional melee damage. That's nice. Don't know what kind of weapons the Hellions have. Like, no clue at all. We could try to grab them just to see. These guys are more anti-armor, so I'm assuming these are more mobile, anti-vehicle, whatever. Yeah, the succubus is tempting. But I think we need to move further down the tech tree here a bit. I am going to need this one with Sin eventually, but I'm not quite there yet. Harvests ore, generates research, increases growth, so that's not bad. Just an all-around decent building if we want to do a combination of things. Let's grab that, actually. I just need to remember to actually build them once we get in. I don't suppose that's... Yeah, it's the same central building as we have, so it gives us a little bit of research, a little bit of ore, a little bit of growth and production. So it's just we can just add more. Lets us build city buildings a little faster, and we can throw it out just to get some general benefits. Okay. No indication of Adeptus Mechanicus guys creeping around anywhere. You are repairing. Yeah, you can't see me from here. If I shoot, you will see me. We definitely need to clear this out. We do have haywire grenades we can do some decent damage with. And we could pull you guys out. We could actually go ahead and launch the attack. Because these two we can just deploy out and move up. But they're not both at full health, so I'll just wait a turn on that. And the Archon can make it up there as well, so that's fine. Although I might want to move to a different spot. So we can engage haywire, and then if I can get you off on this side. So let's go over here, maybe we can come in over here. Just hold tight. Witches are on their way. And we're still bleeding food, so we just want to hold off. I should have food this turn, I think, down here. Yeah, we'll have food this turn, so we should be stable, and then we'll have another one that'll get us positive. So yeah, we'll be alright. Okay. We got another raider down below. So let's go ahead. Can you get further? No. Okay. So you're going to get wrecked, but go on in. Yeah, we definitely need that infantry armor, for sure. Alright, my Archon, then. Because I don't have any long-range weapons. Give you the accuracy buff. We're going to give you a buff to damage, although I don't know if it's really going to matter much with the haywire grenades, but it should do something. But let's go ahead and go haywire. Oh yeah, it's a ton. Excellent. I didn't even need you. Surprise, surprise. Almost back to full health. The guy inside's healing up as well. Let's just watch for Adeptus Mechanicus guys creeping through the woods, potentially. You just hang tight. Do not shoot that. We need it. Witches, come on through. we've got a new raider. Food's now stable. But building vehicles for me is definitely going to be the priority. Anti-armor reavers, these guys are kind of light though, so I'm not really sure about it. We do have okay ore coming in. So I could get one just to try again and see if they're alright. We've got the witches, so we need to do something else down here in the city. Loyalty is now creeping down again, so we could just jump on more loyalty. I might go ahead and do that. What does it cost us? Energy. Energy's a bit iffy. Yeah, go ahead and give me loyalty. And I'll just stack it there. It's fine, whatever. Up here, we're probably okay if I want to build something else. I'm curious to look at the racks and the havoc, or the scourges, and see what they are. Just to see what they look like is always kind of cool. But the close combat guys definitely need to be in these transports. The other guys we could keep out, but they're still pretty weak. So ideally, everybody's in a transport. So we might want to get building production going up here as well, once we have things moving along. For the moment, I feel like let's start working on a Scourge. Just because we've got the Adeptus Mechanicus running around. Poking and prodding and looking our general direction. We can go up here and kill some neutral stuff. Get some influence and XP for our guys. Where? Okay, that was out here. Alright. Fine, fine. Alright, let's just move in, grab the food. This one is loyalty. Excellent. Alright. Nice job. Wipe them out right away. Yeah, if we've got water all the way up here and we've got a barrier, that'll save us for a while. Alright, let's put the witches in that transport. Guys that got hurt, we can't make it down. Surprised I can't make it into this transport. We'll have the Archon help out over here. Not attacking that. We want to keep that alive. So yeah, we have that city here, and then another potential city up there, possibly. Can you make it in now? Yeah, just go in there. Okay, fully healed up. We could go looking for trouble. I think I'm just going to come out here a little bit and just look at this open area, although we do have some vision around this, so I'm kind of curious if we'll see anything. Got our new raider coming. Yeah, I like how fast all my units are. It's really nice, the Dark Eldar. Alright, up here. So we got the food. Our energy is stable, ore is not great. We've got no room there. One more spot here. Loyalty is now terrible up here. Is there a crappy tile I don't necessarily want to use for anything? Not really. Like, all my tiles are kind of useful. So, if I'm going to do loyalty, I guess we could throw it in there. It's not ideal for sure. Okay, we must have got our witches, so 80 influence. The Enatich Gry Loxlove has led her witches to Gladius in the hope of defeating mighty foes, yet she's favored even more telling me that my nemesis was on Gladius Prime. Whispers from Camorra, she said. Your perfervid friend has followed us here, and the webway is sealed behind it. Who set that lovelorn whore on your trail, I wonder? She smirked, pirouetted, and flipped away. The perfected lord? Asked Riken. Rakian? Yeah, that's not what it says up here. Maybe that's supposed to say perfected, but, perfervid. Halfwit. Perfervid, I said. She who thirsts has found us, or rather her minion has. An oddly reasonable chaos type who's been bothering me for centuries. We should expect trouble. As if on cue on the horizon, dust clouds, more humans keen to avenge their fallen kin. Expected, but rather more quickly than I'd anticipated. The Perfervid was meddling already. In return for Loxlove's taunts, I let the witches handle them. Use combat drugs, survive invasion, kill invaders, we'll get some free racks. So yeah, this is why doing the story stuff is often not so awesome. Where are they? Okay, we've got Sisters of Battle unit over there, kind of an odd spot. But I don't see anything else. Just says survive invasion, kill invaders. There's no base. So you're there. Zephim? Where is the Zephim? Jump infantry? Okay, that's way down over there near where the Adeptus Mechanicus are. Maybe the Adeptus Mechanicus will take them out for us. That would be kind of nice. Very neighborly of them if they want to do that for us. Okay. What I may do... come back down to pick up the witches that we made. Can't quite make it. Throw them in there next turn. Where is that other one? The heck? He just made... Deus Mechanicus just made another city right there. That's really not good. Yeah, that's a major problem. Oh, and we can see Chaos Space Marines as well. Huh. I don't know why we suddenly have view of all of that. But this is not good. We need to deal with that. That is a problem. I swear there was another one over there somewhere. Let's come down here. I'm not going to deploy out yet. We'll just sort of wait there. Get ready to make a move. Up here, we just want to kill some Kroot Hounds, grab this for loyalty, all that good stuff. Can you finish them off? You can. Nice. Let's just grab that for some loyalty. My Archon. Scout a little bit. And I see nothing, but we do have quite a bit of water here, it looks like. So that's nice. Okay. So working on loyalty, we're working on one vehicle. We're going to get the racks just by surviving the invasion. Like 1 unit of racks. I don't know that I need more than that, honestly. Grab a Scourge, maybe. I guess so, sure. And that's just not nice. Nope, there's more of them creeping around. Looks like they got attacked by something. I am ready to go here. Yeah, I really don't like that city being there. That is really crappy. We load up, and... Okay, I knew they were around somewhere. They're just hanging out in the wireweed. Alright, sure. If that's what you want to do. Fine. What do I have here? Weak guys. Yeah, we probably want to bring you back. Blast them. And who wants to go? Witches, I know you'd like to go out there. Oh, there's even more. So we're fighting a little war against the Sisters of Battle here. So who wins? Well, we outnumber them by a lot, so of course we win. You've got, like, power swords. That's dangerous. They might be fighting the Adeptus Mechanicus, which I kind of like, honestly, so I might not want to go after them. They might just, keep fighting them for me. Probably not, but you never know. You have these guys out and ready in case they make a move. I might get a shot on them. Let's do the same. We'll just kind of try to ambush them. If they come this way, we'll light them up a little bit because we've got 2 range. We aren't super effective at range, but we can do something. Could definitely make a push and blast them. But I think we'll just hang back. So if they make a move, we'll blast them at a range of 2. So, up here, you guys, let's heal up. I know there were more Recruit Hounds up here. Unless I'm totally crazy, I'm pretty sure there were more Recruit Hounds. Alright, that looks like it's it. Yes, die to the wireweed. We're just getting bombarded by the city. Something's happening? Show me. Okay, they moved up there. Okay. Gotcha. Taskmaster Estate. So great was the fear, so horrible the punishment, that the threat of pain was a much greater motivation than the pain itself. So we seldom had to use it, but use it we did. An unpredictable torture driven by our insidious depravity, and our laborers responded with alacrity. Ilthea the Fated, former Archon of the Withered Heart Cabal, prisoner of Inquisitor J. Karna. Excellent. Alright, I just need to remember to actually build them. But I think number 1, we want to go with the armor. What is this? Increased range damage reduction of Raiders, Ravagers. Ooh, that's pretty good as well. Increased healing rate of infantry units embarked in transports. Also good. Makes all Drukhari units grant research when killing enemies. Okay, that's a priority. Because as we kill and get research, that's going to help us get all that other research done, which is what we want. Okay, anything else? It's kind of hard to see because the neutrals on the mini-map are hard to spot. Yeah, we've got some creeping around down here, which I'm not a fan of. We will have Reavers and Scourges, but these guys aren't really good at killing infantry, so we might need to pull somebody back to deal with that situation. Possibly you after we deal with these units. Cheers. Kill. Let's just go finish them off up close, because that's what Drukhari like to do, I'm sure. You, I might just leave. I'm not super concerned about you hanging out over there. could go after you for sure, but I don't know that it's really that important. So I'm going to load up. Oh, did you move already? No, we shot already. That's what we did. You go ahead and just sit on this. So, hiding. Blast them then. Not great with them dug in that situation. I will deploy. Yeah, that extra armor would definitely be nice. But getting the research first, I think we'll be fine. Yeah, not ideal engagements here. We found some Vespid. Is this a free action? Yes, it is. Okay, yeah. Give them a bonus. Move in. Can't quite kill him off. That's too bad. And apparently our cities are all tied up, so we'll just hit end turn. Nope. The vehicle sounds like it's off to the left, which is where my cities are. Oh, it is, sort of. Okay. That's sort of unexpected. Alright. Did we spot something up here? Just more Vespid hanging out. That's a different Vespid unit. The other's bailed somewhere. Kill one of them, yeah. I think we'll be okay. Get you moving up to help out. Kind of turning into a bit of a mess up there. As is this whole situation. You are a problem. We have somebody down creeping around over here, too. I don't see anybody, though, now. Maybe they'll just come into the city and we can just blast them with the city guns defenses. See, I couldn't reach that anyway. Damage. 4's not terrible. We did move, so we're kind of less effective with the gun. We do have haywire grenades. Do you have it ready? You do. Okay. I feel like we kind of have to go for this. I'd like to help out up here as well. We could maybe get one unit to help out. Can kill them. So do that. Assuming this thing is mainly anti-infantry. Yeah, it's actually an old school whirlwind, so that's the old Space Marine artillery. We've got like a fully ready unit here, so we'll send them in. Haywire takes it out, nice. You guys get in that transport. And we have our witches still. suppressing fire. Send the witches in through the ruins. Hopefully they can't see us there. Oh, nice. Just slaughter them. Good job. That's not all of them. We still haven't killed all of them. Oh, I should be using combat drugs. I keep forgetting to use combat drugs. Yes. Fight the Adeptus Mechanicus. Yeah, I think I'm going to be ending up having to fight the Adeptus Mechanicus quite a lot here, so I need something to take out cities. Let me get you guys back in the transports. I think you're the furthest one down. Oh, we did just make these guys, but they're not really anti-infantry fighters. So you've got witches. Let's go ahead and have you jump in there. And then this one, I'm going to come screaming on down here to try to help out. We can actually use combat drugs on these guys, which is kind of funny. I mean, I could send them in. We could give them the attack and some damage reduction. There might be more down here, though, which is what I'm a little concerned about. Well, I've got to use combat drugs anyway, so fire off the drugs. And let's come out. Are you in... You're in a forest. Okay. I'll come down where I'm not going to run into anything else accidentally. Yeah, I still took a decent chunk of damage there. Didn't kill any of them, which is unfortunate. We'll have the other reinforcements going down there soon, though. Up here, let's finish these guys off. Yeah, I need weak stuff like this to fight and pick on. Get some influence going. Get some experience. Okay, just looking around. I said I think there's one more Vespid unit up there, I think. So we've got you two. Could come down and just blast this thing a little bit. It did just shoot, so maybe we're safe-ish. Yeah, we can get a few pot shots off. Yeah, it's not that much damage. After moving, only 3 damage. Okay, down here, what do we want to build? We're working on the Scourges. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the Raiders are the best option for me. What are we building in the city, though? We finished Loyalty. Loyalty's good. Or an Energy. What we kind of need for stuff. Don't have any positive energy tiles down here. I could get another Taskmaster estate. That's what? Production, growth, or research. That's just ore. That's just ore. It was both, maybe. It's 2 ore, whereas actual ore production is, what, 6? Yeah. And I do like the extra production. We are maxed out on population, though. So as a priority, I should probably get pop growth ability down first. I am getting close to maxing things out here, so we will need to get the research is going to let us expand the size of the cities. Let's get population. Yeah, just throw it there. It's fine, whatever. Do I want to build anything else? Yeah, we can. Let's get a raider. How much damage is that going to do to me? 11? Yeah, it's quite considerable, actually. What else happened? Wow, they almost killed me. Yeah, definitely not an ideal spot for us. You fly away. These guys seem very fragile. Heal up. But now we can light you up. Maybe I should have checked the plasma grenades there first. Could have used the combat drugs as well, but got more units, so it's alright. I'd like to save the influence if I can. We definitely want to get some more stuff for my character once we're good to go there. I don't know that I want to commit to this. I mean, we can do a little bit of damage, but all my guys are kind of banged up. I just mainly wanted to see what kind of damage we could do. So without having moved, it's actually pretty simple. It's like the same. So I don't understand, because this does say heavy, reduced accuracy after moving, but it doesn't seem to make much of a difference. So that's unfortunate. Oh, we got Scourges. So these are our anti-vehicle things, because they've got Haywire, increased damage, ignore armor for vehicles and fortifications. It only 2 armor penetration, damage isn't great, good number of attacks, but yeah, ignoring the armor is going to help a lot. And we can jump as well. So give me some extra movement. You know what? We'll head that way. Maybe we could engage here later once we're sort of in better shape. We'll just back off. You can back off and repair. And then we've got this mess over here. Let's not attack the things we need to build cities, please. What did we find? Temporary shield. Sure, have a temporary shield. And I'd like to get these guys into our own territory. Okay, we've got some loyalty going on the other city. Be ready shortly. In the meantime, we can make something. I think making Scourges is sort of what we should be doing. We've got the food to afford a few more, so let's work on that. I need something for, like, being able to hit hard against fortifications and armored stuff, but especially against these buildings. We definitely need to take this out, because that's a major problem, and if I can take this out as well, I'd be a lot happier in our situation. It's too bad I couldn't get that Studies in Agony out before we killed off all those Sororitas, but there must be more of them somewhere. So you're healing up. They've got to be down here somewhere. wireweed. Okay, spotted him. We should be hidden in the woods. We're gonna get shot at. Let's go with you. We are hover, so we should be fine. I believe. Open-topped, skimmer. Yeah, so we don't need to worry about wireweed or anything. Just run on in there. This might be the last one, because I haven't seen any others in a while. There might be some up by the Adeptus Mechanicus, though. Can see from there, surprisingly. Alright, you guys also, we want to head towards that position. We can actually jump across there, nice. Yeah, I think once we're in better shape, we might want to move in. You guys are healing up. I don't want you going in by yourself quite yet. So we'll figure out what I want to do with them exactly. You heal up. It's a lot of just jungle up here. This might connect over, actually. They just haven't bothered to do it, I guess. Alright. Yeah, it's going to take a little while for you to heal up, unfortunately. Haywire's good. Witches can do some damage. Let's just park in here for the moment. No, we're in range there. I thought we would be fine. We are not. So 3 is the range. So we just want to move up and make sure we're out of the 3 range. Alright. More scourges, I suppose. Working on the cage den, another raider. Yeah. And up here, what do we want? We definitely need another tile. I think we're actually out of space up here. Yeah, we're maxed out on everything. So what do we want? In the short term, I probably want some energy. And I'd like to get research up at some point. So this is tempting just to throw some research into, but I can't really afford that anytime soon. We need energy up first. So I'll grab that to go with energy. Well, so much for them. Studies in Agony is done. Soul Hunger ability that makes all Drukhari units grant research when killing enemies. Near to death, I hold them. The secrets they whisper, the pleas, tactics, inventions, knowledge of the other side, revelations, everything spilled. To stop the pain. Why should it stop, though, when it is so productive? Arcanic, homunculus to Cabal, the last blade. Yeah, good point. Alright. Yeah, so I like the Raider readiness. I like the Night Shields. But I think we need to go infantry armor. We still haven't killed off all of the Sororitas, though, which is a little surprising. So this group Just go looking around down here. I don't see anything, though. So this area is probably clear. Probably. Now, I've got all this damn wireweed in the way here, don't we? That's within range of getting shot. But it did shoot on its turn, so we can start creeping in. Getting trashed here, so I think we'll just deploy. Send everybody in. I might as well. Guys, let's send you out. That doesn't interrupt your repair, I don't think. Okay. What's the range on this anyway? It's 2. I don't think we have to be at close range, so that's fine. We'll do that. You're probably gonna die. Oh, our haywire's on cooldown still. Crap. Well, fine. And we'll send the witches in as well. Witches do have haywire grenades. Let's go combat drugs. Throw haywire. I don't think they'll shoot at you if I stay here, but they might. I can take a hit. So if they want to do that instead of shooting these other guys, that's fine. I'm kind of curious here. Yeah, it's just forest. It's got it. Yeah, it definitely connects here. Just surprising they haven't actually sent anything out that way. Well, we found all kinds of crap. Really didn't need you sisters getting involved in this, by the way. We're right in the middle of, trying to do some damage here to the city. You are not particularly helpful. Okay, word attack. I think let's go kill you. Get him. Good job. I do have a haywire grenade, but so do these guys. So yeah, run back, get in there. Keep those units alive. Haywire should do it. Bunch of level ups there, very nice. It's kind of a quiet destruction, it just sort of fell over. These guys might have been fighting the Adeptus Mechanicus. Like, we saw that unit up here and was really damaged. They could be fighting Tyranids too, because Tyranids should be out there somewhere. We still haven't killed all of them, because we haven't gotten that locked down. I'm just going to look over here and see what I can see, since we have this little battle group down here. I'd like to get these guys repaired, but if there's something here we can take, get some resources, that would be nice. I feel like this is super dangerous. I really should have my Archon on the front line. So I might want to just bail on this whole situation. Even though we could eventually build the city up there. It's not a great spot because we can't make any use of this water tile next to it. So I could start heading back. I don't know. I really want to just scout it. But I'm going to be stuck. So I'm going to just start bailing with my Archon at least. So down here, what are we doing? We grabbed a tile. We are maxed on population, so I will need to do something about that, but we can grab some energy first. Oh, that's odd. Took that away as your action instead of attacking anybody? That's bizarre. Why would you do that? Super weird. Alright. Well, we'll start down here. Got a lot of ruins. Oh, there's our robot we saw earlier. I mean, I can hit you with a couple haywire grenades. So... okay, maybe only one. We'll take combat drugs. Throw the haywire. Oh. Keep running into more stuff. So this guy would repair. We might as well just shoot you. And if we can just circle around, if these guys can drop their haywire... actually, they're still on cooldown. Crap. Yeah, if we had 2 haywire, we could take them out. Because we did so much damage to that first hit. Disappointing. We do have another raider ready to go. We could send you down to help out. Yeah, we could do that for now. Pretty quick moving around, so that's okay. I think we just want to wreck this thing. Keep checking to see if I see anything else. Got Chaos Space Marines down there. Nope, that was it. Alright. We got racks for free. Surprisingly for witches, there were many survivors. Unsurprisingly, my followers bickered and fought and poisoned and killed for their share. Riken begged me for one of his own, but I handed mine to the homunculus Akarnik. As I always say, never offend an ancient flesh sculpture unless you have to. Sculptor. Especially if you can torment a minion at the same time. I can still taste his injured pride, his rage, his frustration. You... let's just steal that. Some more loyalty for us, I think. That's what that one was. Yeah. So you're repairing. Let's load back up. Although mainly the close combat units are what we want in these transports. So, racks. Interesting looking guys. Rack tools. Yeah, more infantry, monstrous creature killers. Not really like designed to do much of anything else. Get in the transport. We're still positive on food, which is a bit surprising. Archon, we'll just head down. And I think we'll just leave this situation. Like, it takes so long to get through this terrain. I think we're fine leaving that. Okay, so down here we are working on another unit of our Scourges. I think we just want to keep pumping out Raiders. We'll have the Cage Den next. Chapter 3, Our Perfect Friend. The Archon sips from a jewel-encrusted goblet and leans back on his chair. Its single eye looks up at him, tears running down from the blue iris. I was toying with a Feld Astartes and had just cracked their fascinating subdermal layer when the Vox on its helmet cracked out a honeyed Terran voice. Are you there? Corinthius, did you enjoy my present? Of course it was that blasted Perfervid. I leaned down and spoke into the Vox. Oh, Perfervid, it was simply delightful. Sisters and Marines. I didn't see any Marines. Such a treat. We're tormenting them now. I absent-mindedly lashed the Marine with my agonizer as we talked. My pleasure, darling, but don't take too long with them. I found some new aliens, ones I've not seen, little blue things, but well-equipped and with such sweet screams. I'm sending them your way to soften you up. We'll visit later to get your soul for my prince. Farewell for now. The box went dead like its owner. I noticed who'd expired whilst distracted. His head rolled to the floor and I picked it up. Why not simply kill this upstart Monkey, began Riken. Why let them manipulate us this way? First he sends Imperials, now Tau. I cut him off with a taste of my agonizer, leaving him whimpering pleasantly at my feet. Hold your tongue, I said. We're under strength and underprepared for battle. Either against the Tau or the forces of She Who Thirsts, and the Perfervid means to fleet all our souls to Sile Thresh instead of Slanish. Sile Thresh. As I gazed at the Marine's flayed skull, an idea formed. The Tau do have a flaw, though. Strike for the head. Dark Foundry is done. Research Raider done. Kill the Ethereal. Okay. So now we have some Tau running around somewhere. We see them somewhere. Where are you? Oh, you're like right in the middle of my guys here. What the heck? There's a huge Tau force just appeared in the middle of my army over here. We just destroyed that other building. That's unfortunate. That is not a good place for us to be fighting. Well, we'll have to make do. Can we deal with the situation down here? Actually, they do pretty good damage. Can't quite kill you off, but it's very close. Definitely finish you off here. Taking out the robot is, of course, the much more important of the options. Okay, so I think we're now safe. Start having you head up to help out against the Tau. You're still repairing. Stealth suits. Do these count as, like, vehicles? Or armored? I don't think so. Ghost Keel. Ghost Keel. Ghost Keel. These guys are kind of stuck. The Ethereal's right in the middle. Well. That is not much damage against that Ghost Keel for our big guys. Considering it's like a battle suit. That should be like what we're good at killing. That's terrible. We do have plasma grenades. Tell you what, let's bring the witches down. Tear them up. Or not, we can just get eaten by a bunch of Overwatch shots. Still almost killed them. I can't believe they're doing so little damage to these guys. That is rather surprising. What do I have in here? One decent infantry guy, the others are trashed. Okay. Let's avoid getting shot too much. Still gonna get shot a little bit. Yeah, it's not very much damage here that we're doing. Okay, wipe them out. Don't like any of this, really. I feel like we should be doing way more damage to these battle suits with these anti-vehicle weapons. I've got nobody inside here. Just shoot them. We'll hold our ground for now. Okay, so we have room to grow now. Loyalty is also good. We've got Havocs and a Raider, or Scourges, I keep saying Havocs, Scourges and a Raider coming. What do we want to build? I think I'm out of space, mainly. I've got a spot here for some ore. Got a spot here we can grab. Not gaining any more power. I think I'm working on power in the other city, so we should be okay there. I mean, I could put another estate up here, because it gives me a variety of resources and some additional production. Just overall production. Speeds up growth as well, which isn't a concern at the moment. Or we just grab some ore. I probably should just grab some ore. Then we need to grab that last tile. Oh, we have to activate this. I thought this was always active. I'm an idiot. Alright. Doing all kinds of weird stuff here, but they're hanging out inside the wireweed, so okay. Yeah, I didn't notice this was up here. Lasts for 10 turns. This cost me a decent amount. We do have some targets to kill, potentially, but it's only when my infantry kills stuff. Got more running around. Yeah, I really don't like they're all over my empire here. I don't appreciate it. Alright. Well, you're here. I'm going to go ahead and activate it. So we can at least get a few kills. Starting here. Let's take this. Let's plan on healing up a little bit. You are super trashed. Try to get him back inside something I control, and then we'll heal you up. So up here, you guys are now fine. Got you as well. But I can't use my combat drugs here quite yet. I'm gonna jink. Charge in like a maniac. Still got one of us. Yeah, we're supposed to be like anti-armor here. We're doing like almost no damage to these ghost kills. Why is that? 8 armor probably is why. That's a ton of armor. I mean, you're hurt a little bit. If you just stay on the wireweed. I'm not sure if you're actually a flyer or not. Jetpack. Yeah, ignores wireweed, so that's not going to help us. Scourges, let's get in there. Yeah, it's such terrible damage. Like, these guys are really difficult to deal with, it seems like. These stealth drones is kind of odd. Just kill some stuff. Yeah, we got research there. Is this... I thought it was only infantry. No, all Drukhari units gain research from killing enemies. Okay. Yeah, so we just want to try to kill stuff here. Even if it's not necessarily the most important thing to target. Witches are actually not bad. They are a little weak, but they're not bad. You can kill them. And all of us just blast you. I do have plasma grenades, but I feel like we're going to do more with our guns than the plasma grenades, probably. I wish I could run you in. I can't get through to the transport, though. So I'm going to run away, hoping nothing comes from this direction to kill me. I do have Haywire ready to go. Probably means these guys would die if we come out and try to toss Haywire. Just because they're so banged up. It'd be nice to get rid of one of these. I don't know if that's enough damage, though. I'm kind of desperate, so I'm going to give it a try. 0.7 damage. Really? Why do I do more damage with my guns than with the Haywire? That makes no sense at all. It's almost treating them like they're Terminators or something, more infantry-focused. That's weird. Like my regular guy's doing more damage? Really? Let's get you down here. Come on. Keep clicking. You're not fully back, but we might need to pull you anyway. Hopefully we're hidden in the forest here. That's about all I can do. So actually, witches aren't too bad for our current situation. They don't require a ton of resources either, so let's grab some witches up here. And I think I'm going to do the same here. Yes, die to the wireweed. They're all regrouping over here. I don't even know what they're doing, just all kinds of weird laser light effects going off. We are getting pretty banged up, though. Well, we do have the infantry armor, that'll help a little bit. Equipping an entire army with ghost plate would be ruinously expensive, but for the favored few, the Archon has splashed out. Constructed of strange resinous materials and shot through with pockets of lighter-than-air gas, ghost plate provides considerable protection whilst weighing almost nothing. Okay, hopefully that helps. Ravager, gunship, Can deal with heavily armored menaces. That sounds like kind of what we need. Drukhari vehicles, like, repair automatically, or do they just repair quicker? Armor penetration of assault weapons, that would also be good. I like the Knight Shields, but I might go for Ravager. I like the Knight Shields. I like the Raider Readiness. Like, both of those are quite good. Incubi, powerful melee infantry that can take on any opponent, except unless they fly. Then you're not really doing much good. Let's go Ravager, I think. You stayed in the fight, which is a bit surprising considering how trashed you are. Let's try to get these guys involved. Can I sneak in here without being seen? Apparently so. Alright. I do have plasma grenades, if nothing else. So I don't think my shots are going to do much damage. We can check them. We've got a little bit of protection being in here. We've got the extra armor. Shots, 3.1 or 0.9. We're still taking losses. Plasma grenade, yeah, good damage. Don't have any ranged attacks. I should have used my ability. Didn't think about that for the grenade. That would have helped a bit. So we just need to kill the Ethereal, who's now over here. Just try to work on these stupid drones. Yeah, we paid a lot for this for only for one turn of extra research. Kind of bonkers. Alright, so we have a couple different units here. Let's come right on up in here. Okay, that was a ton of damage. I didn't expect anywhere near that much. So you guys rush the infantry. Well, we could do a lot to the Ghost Keel, actually. That's really surprising. Okay, go for the Ghost Keel then. I do have grenades. I can't really get in a good spot to use them. Hold off on that for now. .7. If we use our plasma, 3.6. Just get him weak. Okay. Jump over. I was hoping we could kill him with one with the plasma grenades. It's not quite enough. I could probably use the witches to do it. Yep. which is a little bonkers. But then here, we can use these to destroy them. We're still in a lot of trouble. Go ahead and deploy, because you're probably going to get wrecked. So if we shoot, 2.9, plasma grenades, 3, so yeah, 3. I would like to scout down here. You're healing up. I'm just going to have you head back to get on board of this. You're just going to hang out and repair. No, don't shoot that. I think that's what you're asking. Okay. So up here, we are maxed on population. We got our energy. Loyalty's fine. But I kind of need to get a cage den going. This we want to go research for sure. Energy research. Yeah, so we'll just put it here. That's fine. Okay, so it's kind of been a bit of a mess. We've done a decent amount of damage, but lost 1 unit of witches. Okay, so I think we'll probably just take our actions here and then call it for today. Oh, we've got some creepy things running around over here. Still healing, that's fine. Get in there. Haven't made anything? No. Okay. Guys got really trashed. So just heal up. I'm so fast, I can just run these guys down. I think that's okay, because we've got other forces in the area. .1 damage. I'm gonna take the shield for a couple turns, and then kill you. Alright, you survived. You're still alive. Really want the Ghost Shield to die. That's kind of my priority. Grenades are all out. You guys need to get in and get a hit. Like, that's what we need to do here. Is you just trash the other one. Yeah, they can just kill it. Yeah, I'm really surprised these guys doing so much damage. They must count, like those battle suits must count as infantry. Otherwise it doesn't really make any sense. But they're so big, to me it doesn't make sense that they're infantry. So they can sit tight. You can lend some long-range fire here. Not that it'll do much. Can do quite a bit to the ethereal, surprisingly. Yeah, light him up. Can drop one of those. You can kill the ethereal. Also got you guys. Yeah, I'm not sure I think the Reavers are that great. Let's give them an opportunity. Kill off the Ethereal. I've still got research there. That's odd. Because it seemed like when we killed other stuff, we didn't get research. So our perfect friend, we got a bunch of ore. That's very nice. Decapitation, figurative and literal. I said tossing the withered blue head to Rockian. Round up the other Tau for transport to Kimura. Now, what have you missed? He looked around panicked. Lord, I'm sorry. Oh, we are observed. On a far crest overlooking the Butcher Tau compound, he saw the glint. Rangers, the Eldari here? Chance to impress me. Make a deal with them. Defeat the enemy camp. Yes, it's kind of like the Eldar one, where just kept spawning stuff over and over and over again. Like we still haven't even killed these guys off, and now we have Eldar everywhere over here in the same spot, which is really not what we need. We haven't even killed off the Tau yet. So what do we have left? You're trashed, but we could take some shots. Fire Dragon's dangerous. Rangers... We've got all this wireweed, so them being there isn't too bad. I don't think you did anything. So... hit them. Fired. You fired. Transport. Couple long-range pot shots, nothing too dangerous. Take out one of them, take out one more of them. Both are moderately dangerous. Do I even have left? You guys are wrecked. I really don't want you in the fight, honestly. We can lure them out towards the wireweed. That might work. Can I see from here? No. Okay, let's just get you cycled in to start repairing. Gotta level up. Let's see. Let's go with the accuracy bonus. Yeah, this whole mess here. So we'll end it here, but yeah, most of the Tau gone, just the one unit left, I think. But now we've got this giant chunk of Eldar here to deal with. Like, this is probably only part of it. There's probably more down over here in this area, I would guess. They might even have a city, because it says camp. It looks like this connects, so we're actually not super far away. If we get you guys fixed up, we could come back around, potentially. But I think these guys will just stay here to guard this position for a while for us. This might be a good spot to build the city up. I'm hoping some of these spawns might cause problems for some of the other enemies. We've seen no Chaos Space Marines come out of here at all, which has been interesting. And then we haven't seen hardly any Adeptus Mechanicus either, even though we've been in the area. We've got the forces we could use to potentially wreck their city. Like a bunch of these scourges, but we really have to deal with this crap first. And again, it's the same thing where, like, you kind of want the story to, like, see what's going on, but the story causes so many problems for you, like spawning units in that you don't want to deal with, and it goes back to back. Like in this one, same with the Eldar one. I defeated one in the Eldar campaign, and then immediately some more got spawned. And this one, we defeated the Tau, and then immediately we get Eldar getting spawned. Like, that really sucks. They shouldn't have missions like that where it's spawn and then enemy spawn back to back. Just kind of unfortunate. But we'll have to make do and see how we can do. Unfortunate. But yeah, kind of cool having these Scourges in the line now. And actually, the racks did pretty well as well for us there. Like, I feel like things would have been a lot harder without those racks. We're kind of more anti-vehicle setup now because we've got a bunch of Scourge running around. But yeah, we could maybe get some more racks coming in. Might be a nice addition to our forces. Anyway, this has been more of Warhammer 40,000 Gladius Relics of War. I've been Disturbing Puppet. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, have a good one.